Can you one day can you string together a bunch of those claps for us and just like so we can see what they look like over and over? Yeah, just see all the. What's up, everyone?
Hey,
we're back for another round. Do we have a show name for this?
No, we don't.
Cooking with Darold and Jared's what I usually call it.
I guess it's cooking. And I know a lot of people go, well, why are you doing this? Well, first of all, it's lunchtime.
It is, so we're hungry. So that's reason number one.
We're doing it during our lunch hour, just to be clear on that. And second of all, it's just to give people a sense of some of the interesting things that are out there. Today is a little bit unusual. This is from my personal collection. I was really curious about these, and so I picked up something from the People's Liberation Army of China. And this is a Type 9 self-heating meal.
Okay. It's kind of like this is my joke that I was saying for it. It's like a loot box we got right here, right?
Yeah, it's a loot box.
We won something, but we don't really know what's in it 100%, but you have an idea.
So I have an idea what it is because I managed to find a guy who's in Hong Kong who kind of opened up a bunch of them and he was kind of translating it. But he also pointed out that because he's a Cantonese speaker that, most of the time it's the same.
Sure.
Because the written language is the same, whether it's Cantonese or Mandarin.
I did not know that.
But sometimes the actual dish names are a little bit different.
Okay.
So we'll see.
We'll see. And then we have always our American one here to supplement. Yeah. And you chose for us today creamy spinach fettuccine. So I'm sure these are going to pair wonderfully together.
A wonderful thing. So yeah, again, this is a Type 9. And if you watch some of those other MRE shows out there, I think that there were some problems with some of the Chinese rations. I do want to point out, I believe those are all Type 13. I think the primary difference is the Type 9 is a much more balanced meal. So it's got both a main course and like a dessert and a side dish and all that other stuff. Whereas a Type 13 is just 2 main dishes.
So what kind of problems are we talking about here? Because I've got some years left on my life that I'd rather not have to deal with. Like losing.
So one of the guys who ate it apparently got sick.
Okay. But so cleansing problems is what we're talking about.
But he didn't see it, so that's why I have. So first of all, that's why I have a backup meal.
He could tell that the meal didn't look.
And he still ate it.
Well,
so that's a different matter.
I don't think I'm that kind of person. This isn't that kind of show.
But in any case, my understanding is that the quality control for the Type 9s are much better than the quality control for the Type 13s. So we'll find out.
So what did you explain the difference between Type 9 and 13? Or did I miss it?
So I actually don't. I've been trying to find more specific information on the difference between the two. I believe it's just.
Are they just different meals or by different companies?
Meals. Yeah, so like my understanding is that Type 13 has 2 main courses and none of the side dishes. But this is far more like an American MRE in that it's got a main dish and a bunch of side dishes.
Okay.
What you'll find is that, and I did open one up when I was camping, a different Type 9. It was a different menu.
Okay.
I actually kind of liked it.
Sure.
But I think the big difference is that the PLA rations are definitely a little bit more sparse than what we're used to with all the Western, rations and things like that. But it's apparently a point of contention in the PLA Army. I actually read it was one of these Chinese news websites that said that the soldiers actually kind of complain about the food. But one thing you have to understand about China, I think that's a kind of a complex thing, is that its prosperity is fairly recent, and there's a lot of people in that country, and it's very regional.
Mm-hmm.
So the cuisine evolved in such a way where just like 50 miles over, the cuisine could be dramatically different.
Interesting.
And so I think what the problem is that when you have a country the size of China with the
size
of their army and the diversity that you have, and then you throw them all into a military, and then you're trying to make a single meal that's going to appeal to all of them. I think for those of us who...
We'll try it. You can do that in America if you try it.
Well, yeah, and I think for those of us in the West, we kind of say, oh, Chinese food, I know what that is. But there are a lot of regional differences. And I think that that's kind of the same dilemma that they have.
Yeah.
So for instance, I believe this is actually from one of the Western provinces where there are actually a lot of basically sort of where it touches a lot of countries that we associate with Central Asia.
Okay.
So the diet is a lot different. Like they wouldn't eat pork there, and they probably eat a lot more lamb. So my understanding is that this is a lamb dish.
Okay.
Which should be really interesting.
Well,
any case,
let's go ahead and try it.
Yep, let's see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. Now there is actually a side tear, but I saw one of the guys use the package to heat it, and it has kind of an unusual heating mechanism. So I thought I'd do what I saw on his channel. So off the bat, the Chinese system it comes with the heater already integrated. So if you look at that, see, there's already a meal in there.
It's just ready to go.
It's ready to go. Yeah. You'll notice that it's pretty sparse. So, for instance,
this is a one single meal, correct?
Yeah, that is
not a 24-hour or anything like that.
This is. Oh, and I know that some people have been commenting that every time I say that America doesn't have a 24-hour ration, they go, "Yes, they do. They have the first strike," and I understand that. I just double checked on that because I just want to make sure before I said anything about that. But the reason why that there's a difference is that a lot of the European countries that have 24-hour packs, that's meant as general breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's not a special type of ration. First strike rations are actually meant for the early period of an assault for the U.S. forces. So what it is that 3 MREs are kind of heavy and you're carrying a lot of extra stuff you don't need.
I see.
So what they did is that they made a stripped down version of the MRE so that's lighter, but that is not considered standard.
I've never seen one issued in the years that I was.
Because you're probably not in.
And we were never first strike. We were first striking like Hardee's in the morning to get our food sometimes.
Like I said, I think that was actually meant for an actual like 24-hour.
Yeah, but assault. even when we were training,
so like
we never showed them for training purposes.
Right.
Like as a cook, like I would think I would have seen almost every type of ration
again
just to be familiar with it. I never saw it. So
it's a specialized ration meant for a very specific purpose. So I do appreciate all that info. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff we don't know.
Send us one if we get one. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. So in any case, I'm understanding.
Explain to me what we've got going on here.
Okay, so this is fruit. I don't know what kind it is. The one that I saw,
it's my favorite kind,
and the other one was pineapple.
Okay,
but I think when I opened the one that I had, it was a different fruit.
Doesn't feel like pineapple. Oh, it could be, I guess.
Yeah.
It could be pineapple.
This one is a meat side dish. So you have a main dish, and in this case, it's lamb rice.
Okay.
Lamb with rice. At least that's what
it is. That's what we're hoping.
And then this one should be a beef. Oh, the characters are kind of similar to Japanese. So yeah, I believe that this is a beef side dish.
Okay.
This is a chili sauce.
Okay, I like that.
And this is my energy drink. Yeah, I had to check.
Okay.
Because I almost mixed the two up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is when we open it, we
can chili sauce on ice.
And then this is their cake.
Okay.
Don't get too excited about this.
I don't.
From what I've seen, don't get too excited.
Okay, and then what is this here? Is it just tear wrapper?
Get a load of this. So this is the fill water because this is all. Oh no, I'm sorry. Because this one is integrated and you can't really see the fill line.
Okay.
Fill this with water up to the fill line.
So this is like the.
Well, no, this is what we use to figure out how much water we need for the heating pack.
Interesting.
Yeah. So go ahead and fill that with water, and then I'll go ahead and tear this open. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the meat side dish because that's a logical one. I'll put the meat side dish into this packet.
More here
alongside the other one. And if you could see in here, and I don't know how clear the camera is, you'll see that the heating element is already in there and it's all sandwiched in there.
Point that bad boy towards me.
See? So it's actually got everything all set
up. I do like this.
Which is just, it's different.
Not a lot of assembly required here.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's very different. And so basically, so what you're going to do, and this is a pretty different strategy. Okay, so go ahead and pour that water in. And then you're supposed to fold this over and tuck this in. And boy, I hope I don't read Chinese. I really hope I got this right.
Oh boy.
Well, that's why we have a backup.
If this explodes.
Yeah.
Just remember, make the video go viral, make us famous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I already hear it. It's you're supposed to kind of swish it around.
Okay, get everything probably wet in there.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it's getting warm.
Very
cool. And then you put it in here, and then you lie it flat.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very different. Like, in fact, the guy even said, yeah, you don't prop this up like the American MREs. You just leave it on the side.
Because I think the American ones are made to be used multiple times, and I'm assuming this one's definitely not.
This one is definitely
the same. And then maybe not multiple times in the same day, not like over a long period of time.
Let's open up that fruit.
Okay.
Which was this one. You open up the fruit.
I can.
And I'll open up the cake. You
could tell, like, across all countries, like, same kind of material is being consistently used. Like, I mean, this feels identical.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, actually, retort packages are used in other countries, even for groceries.
Yeah,
it's just in the U.S.
That's
we
right.
don't use it as nearly as much.
Strange. Probably someone sign some law or something. Wow. Okay.
So was it pineapple?
It's pineapple. It's 5 pieces.
It's not generous. So I will say that that one South China Post article I saw suggested that a lot of troops,
a little watery, not
kind of supplement or just bring their own food. But again, also I think they have the problem that they said that the food's kind of bland. It wasn't that it just wasn't very exciting. And I think the problem is that you're trying to feed people, from very different regions.
Like I would rather have like applesauce, or something, like.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
What is that?
So this is the cake. Yeah, that's why I said.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
This is the cake. That's why I said.
It looks like a dirty tea bag, like a used tea bag.
So this is why I said. Don't get too excited about
crappy
this.
Pizza roll.
So let's start.
Let's
with
just
this,
dig in. Yeah.
We're
Cheers.
waiting on that. So let me check the time so that I know.
Oh, that's a good sign. We have to use 2 hands to cut into your cake.
Oh boy,
that's always a good sign.
Okay.
It looks like a big Butterfinger.
Look, I don't know why I bothered with the fork.
I don't either.
I'm just gonna. So if you can look into it,
Hector, if I threw this at you right now, I'd kill you.
It's So it's extremely dry. It has a bit of an oily kind of finish on this.
It's almost like a cheese like skin.
Oh wow. Yeah. It's
I honestly wouldn't. It's almost like bread, not even cake.
Yeah, it's extremely dry, not very sweet, very crumbly. However, I think it had a lot of calories.
That's good. That's what I need.
Yeah, it's exactly what I need. So,
I mean, it's not terrible. It is probably the driest thing I've ever had. Like,
yeah, I mean,
a baked product.
I think the point here is that it definitely keeps, but it's not.
Yeah.
So
come get in this hot action here.
Yeah.
H-Dog. Don't say I never gave you something. You have water over there?
Look how generous he is about
You're going to need some water.
Yeah.
So,
in other words, you don't have to finish it.
So I don't know if I can.
I would say
I got to make
not my favorite.
You got an energy drink. I'm going to get the energy drink out of here so I have something to chase this down with.
This energy drink is supposedly very bland.
Well, that's yours. My American one should be good. I'll probably get a milkshake or something disgusting in here.
Yeah, milkshake might not be that bad.
Let me hand your knife when you say it.
Yeah. So I will have the Chinese energy drink, which I'm told is like vaguely lemon-like. So I think the other problem too is that there's a lot of repetition. They have 12 menus.
Okay.
But I think the cake is the same in all of them.
No.
Yeah. So I don't think there is a lot.
No one's really fighting for the cake, huh?
No, I don't think so. I do believe that they're still kind of, the PLA has been modernizing for a while, and it's still kind of in its early stages of modernization. So, oh wow, this on the other hand,
it looks warm. Oh, it's really warm. Nice.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool.
Did you try a pineapple?
Oh yeah, let's try pineapple too. Ooh.
What's that? Outside, Hector said the cake reminds him of the outside of a fig.
Yeah. Let's try this. It's pretty mediocre.
Yeah. I've noticed too, like, I don't know, some American foods, they just don't taste the same. Like a lot of things are heavily processed, and we're just kind of used to that processed taste. Well, and so like
they definitely don't use the amount of corn syrup and other
right. That's what I'm saying. So like
corn syrup and all that other stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised if.
I'm still eating the cake.
I've never seen that. You're on your own with that.
I don't know.
I'm not joining in with that.
I'm not.
What do I have over here? Chocolate. Sure. I take like a chocolate protein powder drink, which is not what I wanted, but that's okay.
Well, that's what you're going to be drinking. Well, no, is there an energy drink? Oh, so let's go over the inventory.
Oh yeah,
so what's the menu number?
So this is menu 14, creamy spinach fettuccine.
Okay, so we have a chocolate powder, chocolate protein drink powder. Oh yeah, you're right. There's something kind of
I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Maybe the peanut butter leaked.
I think it's this Ranger bar. This like
First Strike energy bar.
Yeah, I think it's because
that's
usually got
a little
oilies.
harder than it should be.
Well, these are actually usually very dense.
Okay, so this is peanut butter. Sorry, crackers.
Yep.
First Strike energy bar.
Here's the
fettuccine.
Menu. Yep.
That's the actual.
That's the actual one. It should. I don't know why it didn't come in the case, but
creamy spinach fettuccine. Yep. So that goes in there.
And then we've got
accessory packet, which tells you that this is a military issue one. These are the full accessory packet.
Pretzel
And
sticks.
pretzel sticks.
We don't need this anymore, do we?
No.
Okay, I'll toss this.
Yeah, in fact, yeah. Well, I'm going to open up the pretzel sticks
Yep, help
right
yourself.
away so that we can immediately do that.
Let's get in
Again,
some
we're doing
hot
this during
pretzel
our lunch,
sticks.
so.
I know, I am actually hungry too.
Yeah, I know. Oh, these are really short. They're not like long. I guess so they don't break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
They're just pretzel sticks, family. They're not anything, I can't even really show them. Not anything to be excited about.
Yeah. I'm going to put this aside because I'm not dying to finish that. All
Use
right.
your knife so I don't lose that.
Okay. All right.
You could do the crackers next if you want to do some peanut butter crackers.
Sure. This is a pretty standard thing. I still feel like those German crackers are like the best packed crackers.
They were. See, I think my hands are oily, so I can't even get anything off. Here
Do
we
you
go.
need a knife?
I think I
No,
got
you
it.
got it?
I'm trying not to destroy this cracker here. There we go.
I also find like these are
I might have broke those. To be honest
Oh
with you.
yeah, that's okay. They do tend to break a little bit. I do find. I've never gotten like totally full crackers before,
Except for the German one.
except for the German ones. Yeah, and I've opened 2 German packs. Both of them have been like totally intact. Oh, this totally disintegrated, by the way.
Oh, then that wasn't me.
No, so
You
that
have
was
scissors on yours? Hey, can you have that paper towel whenever you get started? I'm
Sure.
trying to wipe some of this stuff down.
Oh, it's paper towel.
It's like I'm making things worse over here.
Yep, sure. Wow, so we got a lot of little bits of crackers, which I think happens.
Yeah,
it
it's
just
fine.
happens, right? Like the box gets dropped,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, you know what? No one's gently laying down these boxes
Oh,
when they're
no,
getting
I'm
unpacked.
sure they're
We're
just getting
slinging them,
tossed all
Yeah.
over the place.
slinging them left and right.
And we've gone through the accessory packet. I don't feel like we really need to do that again. So do you want to use the
Let's see what that is first, and then we can. I can throw this in there and get it warm if you want. Or what are you talking about?
do you want to use that heater, or do you want to just use
I would
that?
just use this.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
I
just
think
use that.
we've got other videos if people want to see us use these.
Yeah.
You want to save this for camping?
Yeah, we want
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
And here's a water one.
Okay, and here's the peanut butter.
I'm just gonna drop this in.
Yeah,
here
just
now.
drop that in there. That pot is just a little too small. And I
There
was
we go.
like looking at a picture of our videos, and I go, man, that pot is beat up. So
you gotta keep it though. It's a member of our show now.
I bring in my pot from home, so in case people are thinking like, this is not Wargaming resources, this is just
Yeah, it's just
my beat up pot from home.
it's just got character. It's
Well,
got
it
it's got
does.
experience,
Yeah,
and
it
that's what we like to
certainly
call
does.
it in the industry. Isn't that what that experience thing is that they're always saying you need? Let me steal this from you real quick.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some. Ooh,
Captured bubbles under there.
so you'd like some peanut butter?
Oh, thank you,
cracker?
sir.
Yep.
I was
This
just
is a
thinking,
good old
we have
stand.
lovely picnics whenever we do this in here.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Well, when I go
my wife would be
camping-
jealous. You never take me out to eat.
but I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow. Well, it's funny because I go camping. I try to go camping as often as I can,
Mhm.
and I actually like cooking outdoors, but then I'm also torn because I usually want to try some military rations,
Mhm.
and I find that the military rations means I don't have to cook,
Mhm.
so it's pretty convenient. But I don't know. It's a toss up. So nowadays, what I do is that I do at least one ration, and then I do like one like
Let's say you have to do 1 and 1.
one thing made from scratch or something like that. So last time, what did I do? I did like pork belly and eggs and things like that.
Yeah, that
was
doesn't come in a
really-
ration.
No.
So this is the first strike bar. Let's see if I can get into this bad boy.
Mhm.
I think the crackers are less dry than the cake was.
So, but it makes stocking hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I throw back some water here.
So I'm gonna say some things about rations are kind of just like what you're used to, right?
Mhm.
And I think some things are different in quality.
Okay.
Right. So what I would argue is that I don't want to put down the Chinese rations too much,
Sure.
but I do think that it's not just a cultural difference
Mhm.
because I have a lot of exposure to different types
Sure.
of Chinese food. And I feel like it's just like, it's not as lavish.
Right.
I mean, like the American ones are pretty good. They're
Mhm.
very solid. And the European ones, I feel like, holy
Yeah.
smokes.
Different. It's a whole different
Yeah.
ballgame over there.
Yeah. Right. Well, volunteer armies, right? So they all have different priorities.
This is the Ranger bar. It doesn't look appetizing.
It is not the most photogenic. You want to hold that up to the
Yeah,
camera?
sure.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like, you know, I don't think we need to go into too much detail, but
No, I think we've
think-
had one before. I think.
yeah.
right?
Well, you know, we've had like there's different ones. This is the chocolate one, I think.
Oh yeah.
We've had like it's like an appley.
Oh,
I
that's
think,
right. Yeah, we
we.
had a different one.
So yeah, I guess there are different types, but this one seems more like a GNC workout bar here.
Yeah. I'm gonna break off a piece because I don't need a ton of it. Okay. Oh, you know, it's interesting because, like I said, even though it doesn't look great, it's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like a civilian version of this might pretty up,
Mm-hmm.
but this is more indestructible
Mm-hmm.
by being really compressed.
These are always good to save. You can sneak them in basic training easily. So if you ever actually did need a meal, easy to conceal. Good.
Oh yeah, there's some cases where you're not allowed to eat stuff, right?
For a lot of basic training, they want you on a very tight schedule, so they won't let you eat, you know, whenever you feel like it.
Mm.
But then again, you're hungry all the time because you're burning like 5 billion calories a day.
Yeah.
And we have hot sauce here too. Maybe we'll need that. Save for the Chinese food.
Yeah. Well, they do also include some Chinese style hot sauce.
Cool.
So we'll
Oh, well,
try that.
bam. We had a little hot sauce comparison. Our resident hot sauce expert, Kankor's
I'm
over there.
Yeah. I mean, he's just talking about his LA trip.
Connoisseur.
Sounds crazy. All right. Feel that.
Is it warm? That's pretty hot. I think it's a little hotter than the other one.
Yeah, I honestly,
But you know, the other one isn't supposed to be sealed off and closed, so I wonder.
Yeah, so like I said, I do wonder if this strategy of on the side has some advantages to it. All right, so we have the side dish, which is the beef side. Ooh, ow, ooh,
Careful.
that is actually
It's hot.
like hot.
You
Like,
can see the steam.
oh my goodness. Well, that is pretty impressive.
Fog up your glasses there.
Yes, it did.
Careful.
So I'm gonna pull out the main dish. Should I hand this to you? It's kind of hot.
I can probably take it.
I wouldn't put it on the plate though,
Oh, because we can eat off of it.
because you know it has the heating element.
Oh, there's
Stuff on
juice
there.
all over it there.
Oh, it's upside down. Just see.
Oh, yo, I can tear it here.
Oh gosh, I'm getting a face full of
Steam.
steam here. Oh,
This is true. Steam's hotter than the boiling water, right? Because isn't
Yes,
that a lot
yeah.
of the heat escapes?
well,
and that's
water can only reach
Right.
100
until it boils, and then steam is harder.
100 Celsius. But yeah, and then steam can be much harder.
Here we go. All right. I'm going to just dump this out
Just
here.
dump it out there. So it's going to be a big chunk because it's rice. It's like glutinous rice. Yeah, not. Okay, wait, give it.
Give it a
some time.
second. We've got Chinese hot sauce.
Yeah. So again, I think you're supposed to break it up.
Smells good though, actually.
And then here's the beef. That doesn't look half bad. Okay.
I'm gonna use this since we haven't put my
Okay,
mouth
so
all over this.
I got more spoons over here. Why don't you use although chopsticks aren't gonna work for this. I think this is by the way, I think it's also deliberately meant so you can eat with a spoon, not chopsticks
Oh.
and stuff like that. But try breaking it up a little bit. Yeah. So it's got a little
There's
bit
actually a lot of rice here, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's got a
Chunks
bits of
of
lamb.
something in there.
So this is the beef. So as you can see, and one thing I will say that I do think like there's a more tolerance for fatty meats
that's very
overseas.
true. Yep, very true.
In general. Like when I'm overseas, I'm happy because I actually like fatty meats.
Mhm. No, if Heather saw that, she would not even remotely.
Yeah.
let
So,
that fly.
but some of it is lean and some of it's fat.
All right,
So-
and this is our rice here.
Okay, so let's.
What is that? That's a side dish.
That's beef. Yeah,
I know,
it's a
but
side dish.
that's okay. That's
It's
like
just marinated beef.
that's like not even.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I could do a little rice on the bottom and then put like a
Yeah.
little bit of beef on top.
Oh wait, let me get an extra spoon. So we got a spoon here. Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say use this.
I'll eat with. I have a fork over here. I've been using.
Oh, okay, really? Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a neutral.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna leave this here as the serving spoon.
Well, either way, do you want to use this fork then?
Oh, it probably could have gotten heat up a little bit longer.
Is it still a little cold in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not too bad.
Probably it should have been more like 15 minutes, not 10. But I let it go. And then let me get another spoon here. I'll take the really particularly fatty piece because I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, this should have been a fork. I'll use it.
You want to use this fork?
Yeah, I'll use that fork. Okay. You want to take some of the beef as well?
For sure.
So,
Are we gonna do the? We're gonna do the. Should we look at the hot sauce stuff too? Or should we try vanilla?
Well,
real
let's
quick?
try it without the hot sauce.
Okay.
First. So I'm gonna just try this.
Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, so it doesn't have a strong taste one way or the other. I think this is the problem. It's not that it tastes terrible. It just doesn't have a strong taste.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the rice is rice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a little salt and this would be bang. It'd be fine.
So let's try the beef.
The beef is salty,
Interesting.
so together I think they're actually really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the rice has little bits of lamb in it. I was hoping that the lamb would be a little bit stronger in taste. Well, it's not terrible.
Mm-mm.
I feel better about this than the side dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about this than the side dishes. Okay, so let's try the hot sauce. Let's try the Chinese one first.
There you go.
Okay.
Of course, I just closed the.
I think that needs to be in there a little bit longer.
I was gonna flip it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think I just closed the knife over there for you. So
All right. So I'm going to put. So here it goes. You can see. Oh, it's got like. It's very red.
why don't you try that first?
Yeah. Actually, you're not a spicy guy.
I'm not a spicy guy. That's why I'm.
All right,
I'm
so-
gonna see how you do.
Okay. So, see, I put it down here. Let's go and try that.
Do a little drop of it over here.
Okay. It has some heat. It's not.
It's not overbearing.
Well,
I'll cry on stream. Chat.
Yeah.
I'm not scared, so don't worry about that.
this is a lot.
Won't be the first time.
Like, is that too hot for you or no?
No, I don't
No.
think so. No, it's respectable.
It's like a doubanjiang. It's like a
Yeah, give me some.
chili. It's like a chili sauce.
We'll save you a little bit, Tankor, so you can have a little exotic.
I know you like hot stuff, so
He
definitely.
probably. This is a guy that walked around the camera and bit a jalapeno just to prove a point.
No.
But jalapeno or habanero?
Habanero.
Yeah, my body still tightens up a little bit when I think about that experience.
Okay. I'm gonna actually say.
With this meal is great.
Yeah, actually.
Like this, that takes the rice up. Like it just what the rice needed, right? Just a little bit of flavor.
I do not like the side dishes.
I don't think you're supposed to. I think they're.
They're just empty calories.
Yeah,
right?
that's
It's
exactly
sugary
right.
stuff.
But this is not bad.
Yeah, I actually like it. Okay.
Now, could you eat this every day? You know, maybe that's part of the problem.
Yeah. Well, so they have 12 menus, but all the accessories are the same. So I think that's the other
Yeah,
problem.
that's probably the
Yeah.
biggest problem. Yeah,
Like the American ones, there's a lot of variety.
peanut butter, chocolate. I mean, yeah, crackers, breads. Yeah, that's pretty good. I will say.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's the advantage of the Type 13 is that it's two main dishes. That's what they're better at.
Oh, yeah.
But it seems like this one's supposed to be more like an American style MRE. because
Sure.
It's got the main dish and it's got a bunch of other secondary dishes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to steal this last bit
Yep,
of beef.
go for it.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to steal more this way.
Yeah,
I'm actually digging the rice.
I'm pro this meal. It came
Yeah.
together there at the end. It was a little shaky at first.
Yeah. And so the rice is it's not a loose rice that you would typically associate with a jasmine. It's sticky, but it's not sticky like a Japanese rice.
Right.
It's kind of clumped together. I think that's by nature of being able to
Packaged.
eat out of a package
Yeah.
with a spoon. I think it's just prepared that way for the.
It reminds me of like the 90-second rice. Like even before you heat it up, it looks almost just like that.
And then there's just a little bit of seasoning, and then it's carrots and lamb, and the
So
lamb
this
is
is Ranger
pretty
Bar.
subtle.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you where the lamb started and you know where it ended.
Okay. And we are actually eating our lunch right now, so you'll have to forgive us. And that hot sauce definitely adds a dimension to it.
Mm-hmm. Would you like some more? There's plenty in there.
No, let's save some for Mr. Hot Sauce. I need to
Hot
save
Sauce.
plates because we're going to need a plate for this.
I'll reuse it. I'm not worried about it.
No, I'll reuse my bowl.
Okay.
All right.
Should we dig in there? It's probably
So
fine,
I
right?
think we're ready. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do
I'll
that.
turn that off. What's going on? Do you want more pretzel sticks? I kind of got the hot sauce stuff everywhere.
No, that's okay. I'll just put the pretzel sticks over here.
I don't know if you've ever had a pretzel before. It's pretty standard stuff. Just in
I
case
heard.
Okay.
I heard.
All right.
Okay, so this is the what was it?
Spinach fettuccine?
Spinach fettuccine. Oh, okay.
Creamy.
Wait,
I'm sorry. Creamy spinach fettuccine.
wouldn't that be fettuccine, comma creamy?
Not today, my friend. You got it, Todd. Be careful. No, it's adjectives are in front of the nouns that they are
Okay.
mushroom and cream sauce.
You know, I'm gonna. It is easily terrible, but I am going to use my knife. Oh,
Scissors.
Yeah,
It's just hot.
it's just hot, and this will allow me to avoid getting sauce all over the place as I tear into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yep. You want to show the contents?
Sure. See if I can get a little fluff here. All right. Bon appetit.
Let's put it on the plate.
Yeah.
In front of the camera.
Try not to burn you there.
So again, you know, actually, when I see this though, culturally, like, so you do this, and someone else would be like, "What the hell is?"
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so
Yeah, I get, none of it's really that appetizing when it comes out, but that's okay.
the reality.
That's literally the last thing you're worried about when you're starving.
Yes, and you're really hungry,
Yeah.
and you know it's hot,
It's hot, yeah.
and you're not. You're definitely feeling it. So
Yeah, I think I don't remember what the longest streak was where we had to eat these like straight. I don't know, maybe it was like 3 days or something like that when we were out in the field. For
I
training.
think they suggest that you not have it for too long
Yeah, oh, I'm sure.
because
sure.
A, it's a lot of calories,
Yeah.
and B, it's got. Okay, well, anyway,
A lot of preservatives and stuff in it.
yeah.
Just slap that on in there.
Although I think Americans don't care as much about preservatives as other countries do.
No, I think that's what I was saying earlier. I think we get kind of
Yeah.
used to that flavor. So when we have things that don't have them in there,
Although we
sometimes-
do have some weird. I'm going to take this opportunity to make a statement, but you know, like we have an obsession, for instance, with MSG,
Mhm.
and
Is that even a
MSG
thing?
in a lot of food.
Did you get enough? Can I just
Oh yeah,
polish
yeah.
this
Go
off?
ahead, and polish it
You
off.
sure?
Yeah, like tomatoes have it. Doritos. I mean, there's a lot of food.
Is that even an issue anymore? I think we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my brother was like allergic to it,
I still
supposedly.
see signs that say no MSG,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know that tomatoes and cheese, especially like Parmesan cheese,
Sure.
has a ton.
Well,
of
like
MSG.
nowadays, it's
Yeah, people are more aware of it now, I guess. So, I was watching a food program, and people were still surprised. You know, I gotta say, preparing it in this,
Mhm.
it still feels more reliable.
Yeah.
than using the
you almost
stuff
have to
heater.
overheat it like in the other thing just to be sure because
Like you have to go like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Although it says 10.
or
it-
dump it with water too because if you don't use the recommended water line, you could greatly increase the speed at which it heats up because it greatly increases the.
Although I think the Chinese one, that would have been crazy. Because it was puffing up.
it's okay. It's okay.
Hmm.
Noodles actually still have like a little bit of texture to them, which is nice.
Yeah. I mean, not really. No, certainly not al dente, but. It was spinach
Mhm.
mushroom?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a meatless one.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's definitely got a lot of calories.
I'm not a
'cause
big
it's cream.
spinach fan,
Mm,
so the taste is very spinachy.
I love spinach.
So yeah,
Spinach is really good. And there's a lot of dishes that work well with spinach, right? Oh, well, for me.
I would eat the Chinese one over this one
Well, okay.
for sure.
Yeah, so I think this one, so
Put some of
ironically,
this Chinese hot sauce. in this.
two mains of the Chinese, I think, would be, in some ways, I can see the appeal of that.
Yeah,
right?
no, for sure.
Yeah. Well, of course, I don't know what the cost is. Of course, trying to give everybody fruit and really dry cake. It's got to cost money. So I don't know.
Yeah, the fruit can go and the dried cake can go, in my opinion.
That cake was interesting.
Like even the bread in the American one's not that good, but it's doable. You know,
that was super dry. That was amazingly dry. And the fruit, you got 4 little pieces of fruit cocktail.
And I don't think they tasted that good either.
No, they didn't. But it was just very small. It was like a token piece of fruit.
This one didn't have a dessert in it, the American one. I just realized that. I wonder if that's kind of the dessert, right?
The peanut butter. Oh no, the first strike bar. Yeah,
Maybe.
probably. I think so. Yeah, that's it. Right? Oh,
Yeah.
oh. You know why? Because it has the pretzel sticks. I think we ran across this last time.
Pretzel sticks are not dessert.
Well, no, what I
Darold?
mean is that because it's a snack, you don't get a dessert on top of that.
That's lame.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us. I know that this was kind of a detour, but
Yeah.
I think it was kind of interesting.
It was
to
good,
see.
yeah.
Like
It's
I
actually
said,
cool to see them kind of side by side too.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, this is like 2 different cultures,
For
and
sure.
a different approach to kind of the same thing. And
Right.
and this time we're comparing like to like. This isn't like a 24-hour pack versus an individual meal. These are 2 individual meals. They're both self-heated, although we cheated with the American one. But essentially, what I would say is that my takeaway is the American one has a lot more variety in it, and I do feel that the quality of the accessory stuff was better.
Yes.
I have to say that main dish was
The main
pretty
dish is good. The hot sauce is good.
and the hot sauce is like really
it's
good.
really,
Like,
really my favorite part.
I need
actually.
to actually. I'm sure they make a commercial version.
Sure.
Of that, and that would actually. Like,
yeah,
I would
have
actually,
a bottle of that would be good.
Yeah,
I mean, with this meal particularly, I like the Chinese one better, but
there are
that's just
definitely American
but,
ones.
I mean, there's
yeah.
40 types in that box, right? So
right.
you have much more variety, and yeah,
Right.
the accessory stuff is
So apparently,
way
yeah,
better.
the Chinese there's like 12 menu items, and again, you're dealing with very different food cultures all in one small country. Well, physically a smaller
Right,
area, but
sure.
density-wise, like their troops are from all parts of the country, and so like this is from the western side, so it's
Right.
a little bit different than, let's say, the coastal side or something like that. So it's very interesting. In any case,
Well, thanks for joining us.
thanks for joining us. My name's Darold,
I'm Jared.
and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Don't forget to finish your stuff there.
All right, I will.
Here we go.